It's a very, very early morning at the Tailosive network, but I'm excited, you know why? Because YouTube finally fixed their servers, which means we can go back to uploading at glorious 4K at 60, and I get to do this. Oh, finally. Gross hands, I know. This is the frame rate I prefer. That's the resolution I want to shoot at. But anyways, while it may be 5:42 Thursday morning, I have work to do because I'm going to be doing a collaboration with Apple World once again in 2019. And this one's going to be interesting, but he needs me to set up a green screen, which I've never done before. So I'm going to screw this up, but let's try my hardest, and I'll try to set it up about right here so we have some good lighting we can put on it, and then we can film the collab, and you guys will see it later this month over on his channel. Take care. Okay, so I just finished filming the collab with Apple World. It went very, very well, and it is still, at the time of recording this, kind of a top secret project, so I'm not going to say exactly what it is, but I will say I enjoyed it. It was fun, and there's probably a lot of you saying that, like, I need to iron out the green screen because it's wrinkly and it's transparent and stuff, but I promise you it worked on camera just fine. So this is how the footage looks with the regular green screen behind it, and then I turn on the keyer, and boom, looks pretty good. It masks it just fine. So I've sent some test footage to Apple World, and he said this will work pretty well. So if you can guess what the video is gonna be off of those, I'm impressed. But either way, I'm excited to see the final product because I don't know how it's gonna look in the end. But still, hope you guys enjoy it. And now I got to make a tech video because I also run a tech channel. I remembered that.
System for free. I'm sure you'd use it, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Hold on a second and let me get one of our security specialists on the phone. Hello?
Hello,
Yes, thank you so much for holding on. This is Alex. How are you?
I'm Gude. How are you?
I'm pretty good, and I'm glad that you asked me. And who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
This is Gary.
Very nice to meet you, Gary. And do you have a home security system, or would this be the first time?
I have a dog. Dog has sharp teeth. That's my security.
All right, the one you have. Like, does your dog protect you against fire?
Oh, if I was sleeping and he started barking, yeah. That's about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you. Let's suppose if you go out of town, and if there's someone comes to your house, if you try to open the door or window, and if you try to shoot your dog, what are you going to do in that situation?
I guess I'll bury my dog then. He'll be gone.
Alright, sir, yeah, what?
I get so many of these dang calls a day, and I literally get like 5 of those spam calls a day. It's so annoying, but that's about the only way I can make them interesting, is just to play with them a little bit and hopefully waste their time, because any business that thinks they're going to sell products simply by dialing random numbers, particularly changing their number, because you can't block them. There's just like 10 different numbers a day, and they keep calling me thinking that if they call the same person 800 times a day, that'll somehow make them a sale. Then yes, I do hope I waste as much of their time as possible. So that's my goal. If you guys want to see me prank back call spammers more, comment down below if you want me to make a series out of this, because I have conversations like that basically every day. So if you like it, let me know. If not, I'll stop. So it's an exciting time for the Tailosive network because of 2 mentions / cameos in much larger YouTubers' channels to show that the Tailosive brand, and not just the brand, but the network, kind of outreaching to lots of different types of creators out there. So for one, I tweeted about this, but there's a lot of people who don't follow me on Twitter, and I didn't talk about it in a video, but Shane Dawson, a YouTuber with 20 million subscribers, actually used footage and my voice from this vlog series, from Tailosive Talks, in his recent video, The Conspiracy Theories. He kind of did this giant documentary, and in part of it, he talks about the campfire in Paradise, and he downloaded and used my voice from the vlog to use in his video. And if you want to know when it happened, you can go to that video. Go to timecode hour 34 minutes and 10 seconds, and you'll hear my voiceover during part of it, and also used my footage from the vlog as well. By the way, didn't ask me or anything and didn't credit me, but in the description of his video where he cites all his sources, he says, I'm working on the campfire links right now, but it said that when he uploaded the video, and it still says that today. today, last time I checked. So he hasn't updated them for a while, but yeah, I'm not upset or anything. I'm not annoyed by that. I just think it's cool that Shane Dawson had to find the Tailosive Talks vlog, download it, use my voice, and add it into his documentary, which is just kind of trippy because it's like I've now made an appearance on a 20 million subscriber channel and it wasn't even Tailosive Tech. Now Tailosive Talks holds the trophy for being mentioned or being brought up in most subscribed channel out there, which is really, really cool. And the other thing that happened more recently was I was just watching MKBHD's latest video about what's on his tech, like what apps he uses. And when he was showcasing what app he uses for the podcasts app, you can see clearly the Tailosive Tech Podcast Series 2 is right there front and center, which just kind of made my heart skip a beat a little bit. I was like, holy crap, Marquez listens or is going to listen to our Tailosive Tech podcast, which is trippy because I like podcasting. I enjoy it and I'm trying to stay on top of it, and to know that big creators like that are tuning in or could be potentially tuning in is really, really engaging and inspiring to me. It makes me want to keep going and want to keep pursuing that. It just gets me all jittery inside and excited, and particularly with the Shane Dawson one. What's crazy about that is like my sister and her friends, they watch Shane Dawson regularly, way more than they watch me. And they were watching that conspiracy theories documentary and they were in the middle of it, and then they just start hearing my voice, and my sister was like, what the heck, that's Drew? Why is Drew in a Shane Dawson video? Which was pretty nerve-wracking and trippy. And now, in the past, before when I collaborated with Marquez last, it was while I was still in the attic. That's how long ago it was. So seeing that he listens to the podcast makes me really want to invite him and try to help him find some spare time so that he can join us on the tech podcast and we can catch up, because there's plenty for us to talk about. And yeah, seeing that he follows us on his podcasting app is like, hey, let's make this happen. We can do this. Let's go. I really enjoy podcasting and I would like to do more of it, because I know that I've kind of neglected the Tailosive Talks podcast where we have more freedom and we can kind of talk about whatever we want. But me and my wife have been talking a little bit about kind of rebooting that podcast series, because the Tailosive Tech podcast is fun and I'm trying to stay on top of it and try to keep it a routine. But at the same time, we can only talk about tech, whereas the Talks podcast, we have a lot more freedom. And I personally really enjoy watching the Joe Rogan podcast as well as the H3 podcast. And me and my wife have kind of thought about doing a podcast that sort of imitates Ethan and Hila's H3 podcast. We have guests on or we talk about topics ourselves and how that could be interesting. Don't have a release date or a scheduled time when we'll start doing that, but we're talking about it, and I would love to be another regular podcaster for more topics than just tech, but of course keeping tech going, obviously. And if there's any good podcasters you guys like listening to, or you guys want to hear more topics of any kind from me in tech and talks, all that good stuff, just let me know about it down in the comments below. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it, and I hope you all have an excellent rest of your day. Take care.